Welcome, Flyers fans. You're listening to Chris Mayer, Flyers Fan Mania 93 on YouTube.
Alright, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I am back with another video here. And today, the Philadelphia Flyers have made a move in the trade market, and they have essentially dipped their toe in the water for right now. And it seems like last night you see the video of Chuck Fletcher talking about this and talking about that there's been a lot of dialogue, and that dialogue led to a trade today where the Flyers picked up Tony Deangelo, right-handed defenseman from the Carolina Hurricanes, in exchange for a couple picks, restricted free agent. And as per Cap Friendly, it is updated that Deangelo is on the Flyers roster, and the picks are gone, but the projected cap space is still the same. So again, as I said, this all kind of broke this morning. Deangelo, and we heard this for a while. The Flyers had interest in him last year, and obviously everything, starting out with Deangelo, just Deangelo in general, right? There was a lot of different issues and off ice, things like that, and how he is as a player, and obviously everything off ice. Before I get into the actual trade, I just want to talk about Deangelo. I think the Flyers kind of look at this as a guy who he wants to play here. I think that's pretty obvious. Chuck even said that he seems to be very excited about coming here. Having a guy playing home. He had a really good season this past year. Played 64 games with the Carolina Hurricanes, 10 goals, 41 assists, 51 points. He actually led all of the Hurricanes defensemen in goals, assists, and plus minus. And he had a really solid season. He did. And as for the contract, and again, it was reported that he's signing a 2-year extension around the $5 million range. That has not been official by the Flyers. That's not in any part of the official press release that came out, and this is from Chuck Fletcher. We're very happy to add Tony to our team, and I know he's very excited to join the Flyers. We did our due diligence. We strongly believe in Tony and his ability to help our team. He's a right-handed shot who moves the puck extremely well and will drive offense from the back end for us. So the Flyers do add a type of defenseman that can move the puck up the ice. Not great defensively, but I think he's gotten better over the years. And again, I feel like he had a really solid year. I don't know if he'll put up the same points here in Philadelphia. Obviously, you have to see how the Flyers mold the rest of the roster, and B, how they actually play once the season starts. But again, I like this deal because, again, the other thing is too, you gave up assets that you actually can get them back. They give up a second in 2024, a third-round pick in 2023, which was the lowest of all of the picks, and a fourth-round pick in this year's draft, 2022. So the Flyers moved the 101st overall pick they had to get Deangelo, and they also acquired a 7th-round pick. Now, if you want to sit here and compare this with the Ristolainen deal, I think it's two completely different things. The Ristolainen trade was bad. I will admit that. That was a bad trade. You essentially have Ristolainen, Sanheim, and Deangelo pretty much making all of the same, around that same $4.6 to $5 million range. Now, the one thing that this does tell you is that Ryan Ellis is probably done. That's how I look at it. How can you sit here and tell me that Ryan Ellis, right, is anywhere close to being healthy if he has a good amount of years left on his deal at 6.25. He's 31 years old, and the Flyers go out and get a guy like that, and signing Deangelo at a $5 million rate probably leads me to believe he's going to be playing more minutes than we think, but it also is pretty much a similar contract to what he was making before. He made it 4.8 before with the Rangers before he was bought out, and then he signs a $1 million deal, so it's pretty much around the same thing. So I would assume that he's probably going to be playing more, and I just can't see Ellis being anywhere close than what this is. And it's unfortunate. We're going to have to see what happens here if the Flyers make any other moves. But as of right now, they do acquire Tony Deangelo. I think Deangelo will help out the power play. It's a dire need that they need is somebody that can help out the power play. And they tried this out before with these bottom pairing type of players. I'm not saying that Deangelo is like a bottom pairing guy, but he's not like he could play top 4, he could be in your top 6, he could be whatever. And they tried this before with getting another defenseman. They tried it with Eric Gustafsson in 2021, and it did not work out. Signed him on a 1-year, $3 million deal. Keith Yandle, they signed it 1 year, 900,000. And it just did not work. And they go a different route. They go trade. We'll see if it works out. I mean, I genuinely think that, maybe they think that Deangelo could improve, has improved over time. But we'll see. I mean, I think it's a different situation with everything that's been going on with this team. And as of right now, it seems like the Flyers have at least a pretty good idea of what they're going to be doing now. They obviously have to move out some more money and things like that. But I think Deangelo was a good step in the right direction, trying to maybe fix out the defense. On the offensive side of things too, it adds another offensive type of defenseman. Look, he's not the best defender, but if you get the right guys in here and the guys in the right system, I think a lot of that can work. And overall, if he's excited to play here, and I think if you can get Torch to kind of mesh everything together, I think this Flyers team might be a little bit better next season. But we'll see what happens, because you kind of have to wait and see what the actual roster is before we can say anything. I'm not saying playoffs. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that hopefully they can be a little bit better than what they were last year. But again, let me know what you guys think below on Deangelo. Again, I think it's a solid move. And again, it's assets that you gave up that you can get back if you wanted to. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts below. Again, thank you to everybody who checked out episode 5 of FFF93 Live today, and everybody who called in. Again, if you want to call in for next week, you can call 267-939-1216 and leave a message, and I may just get back to you next episode. Again, a lot of good stuff from today. We'll see what happens the rest of the day. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you all again soon.